and this guy is a dumbass. Woman is a dumbass. Hello everyone. Thought I'd do a little vlog this morning. Since I haven't the past few days, I know it's later than usual, but the weather's been kind of iffy around and been pretty busy, so I haven't had much time to ride. Before we get started, I thought I'd show you a couple new mods I did this week. As you can see, bar and mirrors I put on there, working really well. They look pretty good, so I'm getting used to those, seeing if I like them. And I'll also put on these saddlebags just yesterday, so this is the first kind of test ride with them on, seeing if I like them. They're pretty big, with a voice crack, they're pretty big, so we'll see how that goes. If I like them, then I'll keep them on there, or, you know, they're kind of pretty quick release, so I can remove them whenever. Okay, let's go. So how's everyone been doing? It's been about a little over a week, I guess, but everybody having a good week? It is Friday. Friday is a good day. Going into work for the last day for 2 weeks, or 2 days, so I wanted to do this vlog a little bit on kind of, well, sort of in response to one that Chase did a few weeks ago, well, a while back, I guess. Well, kind of in response, but my own version of what he did. And so this is kind of a video on how it went with my parents getting my motorcycle. Kind of how that worked out. So if you watched my last video, it was kind of about why I got into motorcycling. And my brights are on, wow. Why I got into motorcycling. And a big theme, or a big part of that, was talking about my dad, because my dad's kind of the whole reason I got into motorcycling. So of course, when I became interested in starting to ride and all that, my dad was really happy about it, because, you know, he wanted me to ride and everything like that. So when it came to my dad, everything was really well. I mean, he, you know, helped me out a little step all along the way. You know, helped me get the motorcycle, helped me get set up with insurance on it, everything like that, you know. So my dad was really into it. Of course, on the other hand, mothers are always worse, right? When you're wanting to do something even relatively dangerous. These are going okay so far. Anything relatively dangerous. And I knew back before I even started getting ready to ride and stuff like that, that my mom was not going to like it. But so I thought, at first I just thought, you know, I'll sign up and I'll go through the MSF course and I'll get that done and get my endorsement. And, you know, I thought that would make it a little easier on her, because, you know, I mean, I know it's a 2-day course, but it's, you know, formal, legitimate training to ride a motorcycle. So I thought, you know, if I did that, you know, she would be kind of, you know, happy with that, and would think that'd be a little bit better to do formal training. So did that, and she was like, okay, that's cool, you got your endorsement, whatever. But kind of in the background of all this, what she didn't know about, and I don't know if I would recommend doing this, because it was, I mean, kind of, I guess, a bad way to do it, but by the time I had gone through my MSF course, I had already purchased my motorcycle. And it was sitting at my dad's house. But my mom didn't know about that. And so after I finished the course, and I mean the next day after I finished the course, I started riding my own motorcycle, of course. I did it in the middle of the day when she was at work and she didn't even know about it. And so it was kind of a you know, unethical way to do this. Because for about 2 or 3 weeks or so, we didn't tell her about it. And of course, when we eventually did, she was pretty pissed off, to say the least, about it. And so the bike just kind of stayed at my dad's house for a while, and I just kind of rode it on the weekends. And I mean, she knew about it at this point, of course. So when I went on rides with my dad and stuff like that, or whatever, she knew about it. So yeah, she knew about it at that point. But she was still pretty upset about it, of course. And so I just kind of kept going with it, and after a little while, my mom kind of started to get a little bit more easy about it. There was times when, my dad and I would take day trips up in the mountains and, take all kind of cool pictures and do all this fun stuff. And then when she saw him, she thought that was pretty awesome. And I mean, I guess you can say she saw it as like a way that my dad and I were bonding, I guess. And I guess she liked that. But anyways, over a little while, it got better. Well, eventually, I had expressed interest because I really wanted to be able to ride my motorcycle into work, like I am right now, commuting. And so I kind of started talking to her a little bit about it, and she, was pretty against it. But just kept with it, kept riding, and getting experience and telling her about my stories and stuff like that. Well, eventually, she allowed me to bring the motorcycle home, because I still live with my mom right now. I'm in college, but I'm living at home with my mom, trying to get an apartment, of course, hopefully in the next year or so, find some roommates to go with and stuff. But right now, living with my mom. So she allowed me to bring the motorcycle home and make room in the garage for it. And so now I have my motorcycle at home, and she's a little bit more easy about it. Of course, she's still worried about me, and she always wants to make sure I have my gear on and stuff like that. But things have definitely gotten a lot better, and she's a lot more comfortable with me riding now. So it went from being totally pissed off about it, like furious that I went out and got a bike and did all this stuff. Went from that to being fairly okay with it over a short period of time, and such. So yes, like I said, it was kind of a bad way to go about things, I would say. And looking back, I probably wouldn't do it again. And by that I mean doing things behind my mother's back and then telling her about it. Kind of a bad way to do it, but it worked, I guess. But I wouldn't do it again. So yeah, that's just a little bit of thoughts about why, or how my parents think about this. The rest of my family, aunts and uncles and cousins and whoever else, they're just like, that's cool, but be careful, So yeah, I don't know, I can't think of anything else to say right now. So if I do, I'll just turn the camera back on and record, I guess. But for now, I'm off. I think right now I'm gonna include just a few quick shots of my group ride from last weekend. So stay tuned, guys. But for now, I'm out. Peace.